Analysis flag versus criterion flag. Introduction. Now both these flags, analysis flags and criterion flags, they are used to mark or identify specific records of interest, but their purpose is different and they are used at different stages of data processing and analysis, at different scenarios and at different examples. So today I will discuss about that. Key differences. Now there are certain features where analysis flag and criterion flag, they are distinguished. So the first is purpose, to select a record for final analysis. So say for example, I want to select how many patients got the first response. So that is, I am selecting the specific first record for each of the patients. Criterion flag is to identify if a record meets a predefined criteria. Say for example, I want to define a criteria as male is equal to M, female is equal to F. So I want to assign or I want to identify records which are male and female to M and F. The scope of analysis flag usually only one record per subject per analysis. Like I said earlier, I want to check how many patients got the first response. So that is my analysis. So subsetting or doing the analysis for all those patients who have got the first response. Now the criterion flag can be multiple records per subject, right? So like say for example, if I'm assigning male, so that male index which is there, that will be for the multiple records for each subject. Now the analysis flag is used in final data set in table listings and figures, whereas the criterion flag is in intermediate or supporting data sets or derivation steps. Now in analysis flag, we generally use binary Y or blank, right? Y is yes, N is no. So generally we don't flag as N, we just represent analysis flag as Y, that is yes. In criterion flag also we use binary where Y represents yes or we keep it as blank. Now the timing of analysis flag is created after applying all criteria and logic. So say for example, I have submitted all the criterion flags. So the first I will do the criterion flag and then I will create this analysis flag based on this criteria and logic. Now criterion flag is created as part of applying a rule or a filter. So this is for example, I want to filter how many males and females are there. So say for example, I want to generate the table listings and figures for males separately, for females separately. So that is the rule that I'm applying. I'm doing the filter option, right? Now out of those male, how many got the first response? So that is my second logic. So in that scenario, I will use the analysis flag. Real world scenario, oncology time to progression. So let's say for example, we are working on an oncology clinical trial and we are preparing data for time to progression. So this is my parameter. Analysis using the ADSL, which is the subject level analysis data set, and here is the ADRS response data set. So we are considering this oncology trial. Now the criterion flag is like, say for example, if we first create a criteria flag in ADRS. So this criteria flag is equal to Y means that all records where assessment type is investigator, visit occurred after randomization, and response is either PR, CR or PD. Now what happens is this tells us which records meets a response criteria but does not select the record to use in the analysis flag. Analysis flag. Now what happens is once we create the criterion flag, then we create an analysis flag. Like say for example, I will give analysis flag is equal to Y. This identifies the first progression disease records for post randomization from those marked by criterion flag. So first I will use the criterion flag and then after that I use the analysis flag identifying the first patients who got the response. Now this flag is used in table listings and figures to calculate time to progression and it displays one selected record per subject. Simple analogy. Now criterion flag is a checklist. This item meets the condition. Condition means whether it's a male or a female. If this, then do this. If else, do this. So that is a criterion flag. Now analysis flag is like the final pickup. Like this is the record we want to use for the analysis. Now I want to use only those patients who have got positive response at the third visit, right? So in those kind of situations, I'll pick up only those records for doing the analysis. Scenario. Now identify all possible PD or CR or PR assessments after baseline. So generally the flag type is the criterion flag is the intermediate filtering. Whereas where we are using this, select the first patient record for calculating time to progression. In such scenarios, we will use the analysis flag, that is the final raw record selection. Please like, share and subscribe. Leave a feedback comment mentioning any topic that you want me to make a video. Looking forward for a positive response. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Leave a feedback comment. Many thanks for your support and having great connection.